Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chloe. Whatever you saw last night, I can only apologise for, and I have not prepared for this video in the slightest. Well, I kind of have, but we're just going to get on with it. This is my semi-final 2 thoughts, but anyway, of what I will be drinking this, and we're just going to go through the show. So the 17 semi-finalists, the 3 auto qualifiers, and we'll look at my predictions. And I'll tell you who I voted for last night, because I voted last night. I'm going to start off with San Marino. Can I just say that was just the best 3 minutes of my fucking life. Florida. And he was actually really good. Like he didn't take away from Senate, and he didn't like make it worse. He just enhanced it, and it was so good. This was an obvious qualifier, which if you had told the fandom 7 years ago San Marino would be an obvious qualifier, we all would have went to a fucking frenzy. But it was so good. It was the fantastic best opener in my opinion. Like yes, Lithuania was a great opener, but like San Marino was that bitch, and they're closing the show tomorrow, which is going to be iconic. They're like, Florida, you can't leave early, so we're letting you perform last. I don't think this is going to win it. I don't think it, but it will be top 10. I have no doubt. I just can't see it being maybe sneaking into the top 5 at a push. I don't think we're going to Valentina's Garden next year. I don't think we are. And it's going to be devastating. I know it's going to be devastating, because this is probably their best chance to win. One thing I do hope that Adrenalina gives San Marino is that ability and that passion to want to win it. Even though they probably couldn't host it, it's the winning. You don't need to host it the next year. Just pass it over to Italy. That's if they don't win this year. Can I just say? Anyway. But I don't think San Marino are winning it, but I hope this gives them like that push of, we can do this. With a good song that's competent, we can do this. Second was Estonia. This just coming after San Marino. This was the sacrificial lamb. It was like, oh yeah, Estonia. You're gonna go after Florida. And 2 years in a row he was put in that position. And I was like, I mean, it was decent. I actually don't think I remember it, because I was gone last night, like out of it. I've just been congrats on not crashing my car during my lesson. It is a miracle, I know. Yeah, Estonia just kind of felt like an energy sucking life force after San Marino, and it was so obviously not qualifying. That was obvious to begin with. Oh god, do I have to talk about the Czech Republic? I was actually so upset. But I understand kind of why, and this is gonna sound actually so stupid, because I hyped Benny up. I was like, he can perform, lads, we know this, and he doesn't perform. He was good, I felt it, but I, like, something in the back of my mind is like, I don't think this is going through. It's just everyone up to their game this year. I feel like last year it could have qualified. I'm trying to remember the songs from last year in the semi, but it also might have struggled last year actually. I'm trying to think about that. 50-50 on that one. But it is sad, because I loved Benny's song. I love Benny. Oh, I love him. But to me, by the end, I didn't pull a Romania on myself. I didn't give myself hope. I was like, if it qualifies, I will be happy and I will be absolutely shocked, but I didn't think it was going to. And also I think these glasses are squint, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Fourth is Greece. I just remember screaming, this doesn't look good. And I need clarification on that, if I did scream that. But I feel like that's all I screamed. I was like, this doesn't look good. I overhyped that in the rehearsal clip, but it looked good in the rehearsal clip. I liked it. It's just, they hadn't fixed how to get the shadows to not be there, and it ruined the illusion, because there were shadows and it was not needed. I think when I was watching it, I was like, it would have just been better without it, and it would have been 5 times as better and not as gimmicky. And this hair needs to fuck off. But it was good. It was always going to qualify. Stefania's vocals last night were amazing. She is just iconic. I love her. I'm just not too sure how it's going to fare in the final. This could be a flop. Oh, I don't want to say it. I think they could possibly do what they did in 2019, roughly about that same positioning. So yeah. 5th is Austria. I thought this was going to go through. To me, I say I thought this was going to go through, but in the back of my mind I was thinking it's only going to be one of Portugal and Austria. Yeah, I predicted both of them to go through. I don't know why I did that, but I was right. Only one of them went through. The juries had to have leant one way or the other with Portugal and Austria, and they just didn't lean towards Austria. I don't think the televote would have helped it, if I'm being honest. But I don't think it's last in this semi. It came across really emotional last night, and he was obviously feeling it last night, and it just looked absolutely beautiful. Like, Austria know how to stage a good ballad. Like, even in 2019, yes, it didn't qualify, but I thought it was genuinely beautiful to watch as a performance, and that was the exact same this year. Not the biggest fan of Amen, either of them, you know this. I can tolerate them, but it was beautiful to watch. 6 is Poland. Can I just say, I lost my shit. Like, it was bad, but I was singing to it. I knew this was not going through, but sadly, I don't think this is last in the semi. I actually don't think it is. It was so bad that it was kind of good. That's all I have to say on it. I don't want to talk about it. It was shocking. 7, Moldova. To apparently quote myself, apparently I said this in the reaction, who the fuck did Kirkorov bribe? And I'd say it now. How the fuck did that get through? How? It does not make sense. What was that performance? From what I remember of it, I think I just shouted, "This is shite, what is happening?" Like, it was bad. It was when she was doing her long note and she just stood there like a wax figure. And it was the Europe. No, how? That does not make any sense to me how that got through. Like, it can't compute in my head. Like, yes, it is a fun song, but that performance and vocal performance was absolutely shocking last night, and it should not be in the final. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, so I'm going to cut myself off quite quickly now. 8 is Iceland. Oh, I'm glad that it did not feel like they weren't there. I don't think they zoomed out like what they did with Montaigne, which was fantastic. Can I just say, I think they done Montaigne a little dirty there, if I'm being honest. Just saying. But they didn't zoom out, and it looked like they were there. I mean, you had to really pay attention to realise there was no audience, because they interspersed the audience noise, which was amazing. Oh, this was always a sheer qualifier. I genuinely do think this could still win it. I think this has massive jury appeal and huge televote appeal. Huge televote appeal. And you could, I mean, it's just so good. I loved it last night. I just remember doing the dance. Yeah, that was a fun time. I was up last night and dancing. And talking about dancing, Serbia. I don't know what happened by this point, but I think I'd lost it. I lost it last night at this point. Hurricane women. I love women, right? Right guys? Right guys, I love women. Those 3 women in particular just did it for me last night. Those 3 girls, I am free at any moment for you. They are, it's a fun song, and I genuinely thought it would outshine Moldova, and I think it did, but I still don't know how Moldova got through. Anyway. Moving on to Georgia, I actually sneakily enjoyed this last night. Yeah, really, I badly enjoyed it last night, I'm pretty sure. I was like, I feel like at some point I had a lighter out, or I was at least swaying. He just had me encapsulated in that performance, and I really liked it. Part of me was like, it's not going to go through, Chloe, shut up. Stop being stupid. But another part of me was like, meh. If it did, I actually wouldn't be angry. And moving on, Albania. Oh, women. I love them. She was amazing last night, wasn't she? She brought it. Her vocals last night went unmatched. Unmatched last night. She looked gorgeous. That staging was gorgeous. Definitely deserved its qualification. Did I think it would struggle? Kind of, but I got through, and I think after I saw the staging it became so clear to me it was going through. Portugal surprised me. Like I said in the rehearsal clip, I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it could now make it through. It was right in the back of my head to say that Austria or Portugal were going to make it through. I'm really happy they qualified, because I just feel like, I mean, one, I hope it doesn't mean they start sending songs in English all the time, but I think this will do it a lot better than what we thought it would. I think it'll come mid-table, and yeah. Bulgaria, oh, in tears, lads, I was in tears. It was beautiful. It was amazing to watch, and I don't think I've ever watched something more beautiful in my life. I was breathless. It was like, she was beautiful, her voice was beautiful, a well-deserved qualification. And on the complete opposite side of Bulgaria, calm and sweet, Finland! I'm glad I didn't do what I tweeted I was going to do and start taking shots during Finland, because I would have actually been fucked last night, as if I wasn't already. Finland, I'm so glad Finland qualified. It just proves there is that possibility for different genres of music, rock, be it whatever, and it can be appreciated. I think this is probably going to be a mid-table result for them. I think. I can't see it breaking the top 10 if I'm being honest. I have my kind of set top 10 in my mind. I hope it gets the love it deserves on Saturday. I'm just so glad it qualified it, because I was like, is it? Will it? I hope it does. And it did, so okay. Latvia! So, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. I don't know what it was last night. It just didn't. That's not the Samantha Tina I know. That's like, it just didn't feel like her performance came together at all. It just did not feel like a complete performance. It felt empty, and it sucks because she's obviously tried so many years to get here, and she gets there and this happens. I'm just not too, like, I have a bad feeling that this was last. A very bad feeling this was last, and I'm not too sure what that will do for Latvia. I mean, I hope they don't withdraw next year. God forbid we see countries withdrawing next year. It's just, it didn't come together, and they need to know it wasn't like the song. The song was iconic. We loved the song. It just didn't come together with the staging, and that was what it was on the night. Ugh. 16, Switzerland. This shit came together. I worried, right? Everyone reacted negatively to that little clip, and I knew it was like, I knew this was gonna come together when you saw the full thing, and it did. It made sense, right? So it builds and it builds. Just like I said in my reaction, it builds to this point where the intensity is there. That second chorus hits, and it's like he's like broken free. He's like more loose, more flowy, and it made sense, and it was beautiful. That performance really did come together last night, and his voice is just incredible. Don't count Switzerland out. I think we all, I didn't. I think most people did after that clip. You can't count them out now. And that's all I'm going to say on that. And Denmark. Haha, I knew this wasn't going to qualify. I feel bad for saying that now. I just knew it. Look, once Moldova was announced, I was like, right, the obvious ones are going through, and then we're going to miss out on, I think, Austria. And Denmark was never in my head to qualify. I'm sorry, it was just, yes, I think it got a lot of public support. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like qualifying with the public, but I just didn't see the jury appeal in it, and it kind of needed both to really pull it up, and it didn't get it. It was fun, great way to end the semi off, and a great way to end both of, you know, the semis off before the final. I just couldn't see how that was making it through, and that's on period. So I'll talk about who I voted for now, because why not. So 20 votes. Did I split my I didn't split my vote. Oh my god, I still had 5 votes left.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Can I not count? I've just looked at it and I was like 5, 5, 2 and 3. That's 15. I had to genuinely just take a break because that has killed me to discover. So I think what I wanted to do was split my 20 votes very evenly across Switzerland, Bulgaria, Serbia and Czech Republic. So I did 5 and 5 for Switzerland and Bulgaria. That went fine. And I must have thought, oh, I'm at 15. Because I did 2 votes for Serbia and 3 votes for Czech Republic. I didn't even use my 20 votes properly. And this is why young people shouldn't vote. They've got an excuse right here. That's embarrassing. Oh god. I've just had a full breakdown about that. Okay, let's talk about automatic qualifiers. So we saw France, Spain and the UK, and their full performances were uploaded to YouTube last night. So I watched them this morning because I was out of it last night and didn't do that. France. I'm gonna get hate for this, but it doesn't feel what it used to feel like. It feels kind of missing, lacking something. The magic is gone for me, but it's still probably gonna do really well. I can't see it as a winner, but I understand that it could, and I have to deal with it. And that's all I'm gonna say before the French fans attack me, because I'll be attacked for that one. I watched Spain right after France, and I was like, Spain is what I thought France would be. Spain genuinely made me emotional, and I had chills like straight away from when he was singing the a cappella bit. It's beautiful to watch as a performance, and I'm shocked at how emotional it is and how it genuinely grasps your emotions right there. Literally, Spain is what I thought France would be, so that's fun. And the UK, I don't know. I'm sorry, we're in between Serbia and Greece tomorrow night, and like, you've got Serbia, right, which is this massive banger, and it's almost gonna have the same effect of what Georgia had. Like, Georgia just was like, oh, this drastic drop of like energy, and the performance I saw lacked a lot of energy. So it's almost gonna be like you've got all the energy from Hurricane, and then you go into James Newman and it's like, oh wait, this falls very flat. And then you see the staging from Greece and you're like, what did I just watch? Because this staging is bonkers. But at least he lights up the room. That's, yeah. I mean, I hope he does well. I really do. I hope he does well tomorrow night. Wherever he comes, I will be proud because he has tried his absolute best. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. Anyway, let's talk about my predictions now. As I explained, I did a pre-show and during the show predictions. It's actually funny the diabolicalness of my handwriting once. Right. I don't know if this is gonna show, but so this is what I did before after the jury show, right? Listened into the jury show. It's nice and neat. This is my handwriting last night after all the songs. It's like I was writing very close to the paper so I could see what I was doing, because it's not my writing. That does not look like my writing. I'm actually a bit offended. But anyway, a lot better last night. Did I change anything last night? I can't count either. Fuck me, man. I need to double check this because I'm not sure this is right. Because I've put in my pre-show that I got 9 out of 10 on my predicted. I actually got 8. So Chloe cannot count is what we have discovered. That's fantastic. So prior to the show I got both 8 out of 10 for my predicted and desired. That one kind of doesn't matter because, let's be honest, I do that as like, here's what I think before. I mean, I've just listened into a jury show, so taking that into account, but I haven't seen the performances yet, so I'm not too sure what I'm ranking here. This is just like a basis. To be fair, my actual prediction on the night was 9 out of 10. I only just missed Moldova because it was so shockingly bad. I didn't think it was going to make it. And then for the night, I got 8 out of 10 for my desired. I mean, this was an absolute mess of a video, wasn't it? From discovering that I only voted 15 times last night to realising I can't count at all, I'm gonna end it off here, guys. Let me know what you thought of the show last night. Can I just say the show, amazing last night, fantastic. Yeah, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, do all of that. Follow my social medias, it'll be down in the description, and I'll see you guys. Take care, stay safe, and don't drink a lot of alcohol. Bye. Mwah. Love you guys.